Hello my friends, today we are starting a travel vlog which is making me slightly nervous because it's not something that I have ever done before, but some of you have been asking me to do some more casual informal content, so I thought this is my chance to do it because we can combine everything from a travel vlog through what I do in a day all the way to sharing with you my outfits, which I have been meaning to do for the longest time, but I don't have a full-length mirror, which makes it much more difficult than you would think. So fingers crossed there's going to be a nice mirror where we go, which is, have I told you where we're going? We're going to London, which makes me even more excited because I have not been to London in, I don't even know, 6 or 7 years. I lived in Scotland for a couple of years, and obviously because it was so close to London, I tried to go as often as I could, but I have not been since, which it has been many years at this point. So I'm excited to be back, especially this time of the year when everything is going to be beautifully lit up for Christmas. So we're going to be there for, I think, 5 days and 4 nights. Yeah, I think just about 5 days, but I guess we'll find out when we get there. We have spent the past 2 days just making sure that all our ducks are in a row because obviously it's not the easiest to travel these days, and we want to make sure that we stay safe and we keep everyone around us safe too. So it's been a lot of paperwork and getting everything done, but we're all good. Everything is ticked off and we are approved to go. So fingers crossed we'll actually be able to get on the flight, but we're leaving tomorrow morning. I think the car is picking us up at 5 a.m. So I thought I would sit down, do the intro now, so tomorrow morning I can just check in with you at the airport after I checked in. I just finished packing and I was thinking, should I include you? Should I pack with you? But I have not been on an actual trip since, I want to say 2019, so I kind of forgot how to pack. So I'm currently looking at a trunk and then 2 smaller suitcases that I'll be taking. Obviously, you'll see everything that I took with me. But I think that's all I wanted to tell you. I hope you're as excited as I am. We'll definitely do a ton of sightseeing together, a bit of shopping, of course, and then I'll also show you my, what do people call it these days? OOTD? We'll do a lot of those too, but I'm really excited to take you guys along on this adventure, and I hope you'll enjoy it. And I'll see you tomorrow morning at the airport. And we have finally made it to London. It wasn't the easiest, but we're finally here. And while we're waiting for our results to come in so we can be released, I thought I would take you guys on a little room tour. We are staying at the Mandarin Oriental next to Hyde Park, which I've never stayed here before, but I've always seen it from the outside. It's right next to Harrods, so it is the best location you could possibly ask for. And because it's right before Christmas, it wasn't the easiest to find a hotel, so I thought we might as well stay here. And they had a room available, so that's where we are staying. And I have to tell you that if you're looking for a hotel that has the best customer service, We've only been here for an hour or so, but they have already been spectacular. They arranged everything for us just to make sure that we have all of our paperwork in a row. We were able to get everything done as soon as we got here, and now we're just waiting for the results so we can actually leave the room. But it's perfect that we're stuck in here because that means that I can take you around. So I think I'm actually going to start here. Let me start from here. Okay, so we obviously have the front door here. Pretty basic. Right across from it, there is the bathroom, which I will also show you. And then if I come in here, this is our bedroom, and that's pretty much it. I have to be honest, this hotel is absolutely spectacular. I'm sure that this hotel has been here for a while, but I'm pretty sure it was recently renovated because all the finishing and all the furnishing seems pretty new, but it's absolutely beautiful. And if you want to stay somewhere where you know the service is going to be just outstanding, you know you can never go wrong with the Mandarin Oriental. It's not necessarily my favorite chain, but this particular location, I think the last one I stayed at was in Miami. This is, I mean, just beyond, it's absolutely stunning. But basically you come in here and then onto your left, you have this little workstation. So you have a little desk with a TV. They gave us some macaroons to enjoy while we are stuck in our room. Hopefully it won't be any longer than a couple of hours, but you know, we'll wait however much we have to wait. I have already put my bag down there. We have some alcohol wipes, my most favorite sunglasses, which I'm never without. And then we have a little TV. If I move further down, there's a little bar and a coffee station, which I am personally not going to be using. I'm more of a tea drinker, but I will probably be having bubble tea instead of regular tea, hopefully, as soon as we get out of here. And then look at the wall finishing, how stunning that is. I just love all the trimming, and all this spackled wall is beautiful. Anyway, so we have that little bar station. Then they put our suitcase here, which this, by the way, is one of my most, let me see if I can show you. This is one of my most favorite suitcases. I think I have 4 or 5 of these. Is this super lightweight trunk, which I bought. I think I bought my first one a few years ago, and it's from a brand called, I think it's called Calpac. I know that it's in collaboration with Jen Atkins, that really famous hairdresser. Sorry, let me just focus you really quick. I have to get used to this new gadget. But anyway, I think they made this trunk in collaboration with Jen Atkins, the hairdresser, because she was carrying these around when she was going to shoots and I don't know, different red carpet events. And she made a couple of suitcases in collaboration with this company, which they ended up releasing. And it's absolutely amazing. It fits a ton, but it's really lightweight. It lasts ages, so clearly the fact that I have 4 or 5 of them says it all. But anyway, this is our view. You know, nothing special. I was kind of hoping for a Hyde Park view, but I'm pretty sure that they're fully booked, or they're nearing capacity, or at least they will in the next couple of days. So we would have to move if we wanted a better view, but it is perfectly fine. I love the arches. I love that it's lit up and you're not just looking at a plain old wall. But that's the view. And then you have a little chair here with my grooming bag, which I have to tell you this, I didn't actually travel with my grooming bag. Someone borrowed my grooming bag, so it's here, but it wasn't actually me using it. I used my MZ Wallace little travel bag that I told you about. I'm pretty sure I told you about it earlier. If I have not, yeah, I'm pretty sure I have. So I'll make sure to link a video somewhere up here. But then you have 2 nightstands. I love the shades. They are unbelievable. If you know Diptyque, these kind of remind me of the Diptyque, or what are they called? The candle holders that they have that are quite similar to this in terms of the etching and the shape. I love it. I have to be honest with you that I could just go on and on and on about looking at the different details and the different finishing on the furniture. It's just spectacular. Probably my most favorite part about staying at different hotels is just seeing the way they decorate them, just getting inspired by their interior design. There was a point in time when we used to travel a lot, and when we traveled to a new destination, we would change hotel every single day just so we can explore different properties, look at different rooms, just get a feel for different types of interior design out there, and then try to take home as much inspiration as I possibly could. Obviously, under these circumstances, we're not going to be hopping around, but that's something that I highly recommend in case you are as big of a fan of design as I am. But anyway, we have our lamps there, some nightstands, a huge king size bed, which is stunning. And then, oh, this is my favorite part. Let me show you this. So this is the wardrobe. Look how beautiful that is. So hopefully I will be able to show you all my outfits in these mirrors, and this is what I wore to the flight. I did this little video for you guys before I jumped into the shower, so I'm still wearing what I wore to the flight. I basically had on my HERMES tracksuit, which I told you about. I had the whole thing re-tailored. It was super, super comfortable, just the perfect outfit, everything that you would want a flight outfit to do. And then I have the pants on with some, let me see if I can show you, with some Bordeaux socks. I thought it was a nice pop with these navy pants. So this was my really comfortable flight outfit. And then I have not unpacked yet, but we have a ton of wardrobe space, which I really appreciate. I already have my pochette there. I only brought 2 bags. I brought my pochette and then I brought my Constance. And then this is my favorite travel bag from MZ Wallace. Sorry if this lighting is terrible, but we just got back and it's pitch dark outside. I don't think I had the chance to check in with you after the room tour, but basically afterwards we ordered lunch, we had room service, we got our results, we were released and we were good to go. And then we immediately went on a private walking tour of London, which was fun, but it was exhausting. We were basically walking around London for the past 4 hours. We got to know Knightsbridge and the surrounding areas. I definitely wanted to do a private tour rather than a regular tour because honestly, I wasn't really interested in all the touristy spots and all the historic facts. I wanted to see London through the eye of a native and a local, which it was fun, but we booked it through our hotel and yeah, it was a lot more expensive than it should have been. But anyway, a lesson learned, it was still a lot of fun. So that's what we did. I had to squeeze in just a tiny bit of shopping, which I'll show you later on. We went to Marks and Spencer, which is my most favorite grocery store out of all the grocery stores that I've ever been to. If you've never been to M&S, it's like, how could I explain it? It's like Trader Joe's meets Whole Foods meets the Nandaluca. It's just the most amazing grocery store ever. So we spent, I think, a good 30 minutes just wandering around at M&S picking up random snacks, which if you're interested, I can definitely show you tomorrow because we have to head out for dinner. I have to change and I'm so tired, but we're going to a restaurant that's almost impossible to get reservations to, called HaiDiLao. It's a really famous Hotpot restaurant that is actually known out of all things for their customer service. So we've been many times, but obviously because they have one in London, we thought we should give it a try. We've never been to the one in London here. So that's where we're going tonight. And I'm just so tired. But anyway, I'm not complaining. We're here in London. We're only here for 5 days. So we're going to make the most of it. But what we learned is that there are going to be no cars basically on the roads today because there was a little bit of disturbance in the center of London today. So there are no cabs. and we'll have to get to the restaurant quite late, so we have to figure out something for that. And I also have to change. You cannot wear cashmere to have Hotpot. That is a rookie mistake to make, because your cashmere pieces will smell like Hotpot for the next 3 years. So I'm definitely not doing it. But if you're interested, I can show you what I wore to the tour, which is pretty casual, pretty comfortable. As I said, we were wandering around London for the past 4 hours, so it was definitely all about comfort. But maybe I should go and show you what I had on. So yeah, let me just go and do that really quick. And this is why I don't do OOTDs, because they are the most difficult thing for me to film or photograph or do anything about them. I try to film this at 3 different mirrors and it's still not showing up the way it does in real life. So anyway, we're just going to have to do with what we have. But I wore, let's start here. So I did this cashmere silk blend cardigan from HERMES, which is quite a few years old, but they do this every single season in some shape or form. I did a thick heavyweight cotton t-shirt. This is from Arcade. I love Arcade's simple t-shirts. They are the best out there for the price. And then for the pants, I did these. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see them. Maybe I'll do a little detail shot later on, but I did these Isabel Marant balloon pants, which they're quite loose, but believe it or not, they were a lot more loose than these. I had these tailored, but obviously they kept the shape, which makes them unbelievably comfortable, and they're also super soft. I think they're cashmere wool blend. They are like wearing pajamas out, but they still look a little bit smart. So I did these blue Avantage sneakers. I think I took some shots outside, so maybe I'll put it in here if I did. I wore a black Celine coat, an old Celine cashmere coat, and then believe it or not, my Constance, which I'm probably not going to wear any other bag while I'm here, is just the best bag and my most favorite bag of the moment. Quick change and ready for Hotpot. It is Sunday today, our second day in London, and we just got back to the room. It's early in the afternoon. I think it's around 3 p.m., but we've been out all day. We woke up. I think I left you up by telling you that I was going out for dinner, which we did. We went to HaiDiLao, which is always spectacular. The food is great, but I think what they're really known for is the customer service, which is always outstanding, and last night was no exception. So that was great. I went to get bubble tea after, and then we basically just came home and crashed because this morning we had to wake up early. I think we woke up around 8-ish, which to me that's really early because I am not a morning person by any means. But we had breakfast at the hotel, which was just, the view was amazing on its own. The food was pretty underwhelming. I mean, what do you expect? It's just hotel breakfast, but the view itself, you were facing Hyde Park, which was amazing. We got to see a little snippet of the guard change, which is obviously a big thing here in London, so that was great. And then right after, we got a car took it over to V&A, which is a really famous museum here, which was great. I always love going to museums, but what was really unique about this is that we got to see a special exhibition that they have going on at the moment. So if you're in London right now, or if you're coming, I would definitely suggest that you check out, I think it's called What's Inside the Bag or The Bag Inside Out, something along those lines, where they basically walk you through not only the history of bags, but also how bags are made, which was fascinating to see. So then we started walking back to the hotel because the V&A, I think, is only like a 15-minute walk. We took a car this morning just because we were lazy, but we could have easily walked. And then on our way to the hotel, we stopped by Harrods, which is literally, like, I'm saying a lot if I say that it's a 3-minute walk. And I have to be honest, I have not been to Harrods in 7 or 8 years, obviously since the last time I was in London. And I was pretty underwhelmed, to be honest with you. I don't know if it was the experience because it was so crowded. Obviously, I expected it to be crowded because it is the last Sunday before Christmas. But the overall experience, I was just really let down by it all. I don't know if it was the customer service or the products that they had available. I couldn't point out one singular thing that I was not happy with, but the overall experience just wasn't as great as I had it in my head. So I have to tell you that Harrods was a disappointment. I didn't buy anything. I looked at a couple of things from Chanel. I went in looking for a new pair of sneakers, obviously preferably from Chanel. They had one design that I liked that was exclusive to Harrods, but it was completely sold out. So yeah, Harrods I wasn't a fan of, so I came home empty-handed. And then today I'm gonna go out to do a little bit more Christmas shopping. I think I have to take back something that I bought yesterday. I bought something from a cashmere store that didn't end up fitting me, so I have to go and try to see if I can exchange it. Even though I tried on so I got it in a small, this sweater, and I tried on the medium in store. The medium was slightly too big, but then small is too small, so I have to see if I can make medium work or not. But that is something that is on my list, which I'll try to do today. If I cannot do it today, I'll have to do it tomorrow. And then I'll try to get a little bit of Christmas shopping done. Maybe see if I can go to just walk in the area. Maybe I'm gonna go to Sloane Street today and just have a browse to see if anything stands out. And then we have dinner at a restaurant called Hyde, which was actually recommended by one of you guys. You know who you are, which I'm really grateful for. So I'm excited to go to Hyde and try that. And that is really the plan for today. So this is what I did today for shopping and for going to the museum. I had my black cashmere sweater on, my most favorite one from Saint Laurent, with these Dior pants, which you've seen before, even though it's not the exact same pair that you saw me in when I bought these, because someone, and I'm not going to be pointing fingers, but someone was supposed to take it for me to the dry cleaner and left it at the gym, so I had to hunt this down again, but thankfully I was able to. And I actually went a size down in these. In the second pair, I initially got these in a 48, but then I ended up going down to a 46, and I have to say they do fit a lot better. And you know that these are the ones that have the slit at the bottom. So I wore these with my Avanta sneaker. And then let me show you the coat. So for the coat, I went for this Celine black super simple cashmere coat from quite a few years ago. So let me throw this on. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but this is what it looks like with the coat. I feel like it just all blends into one over the camera, but I wore this black cashmere coat with this amazing color detail, the black cashmere sweater, and then the black bands. And then let me see if it's still in my pocket. Let me see what I have in here. Okay, so the exhibition was called Bags Inside Out, and it was sponsored by the brand Mulberry. So now at least we know that. That was in my pocket. And then, oh, my sunglasses. I always go for these Gentle Monster sunglasses. So this is what I did. And I call this my Voldemort outfit because it's just black on black on black, which is probably why it doesn't show up the best on camera, but this is what I did. And then I had my Constance on. I have no idea whether you can see me or not. Can you see me? I hope you can, but this is what I did. My Constance, black coat, black sweater, and then black pants, and then of course white shoes. I just like to do white shoes even with an all black outfit, or I should say especially with an all black outfit, because it just makes, it just somehow elevates the look and breaks up an all monochromatic outfit. So I did white shoes, and I think I'm going to do the same thing for dinner. Oh wow, this might be the best lighting that I have found so far in this room, but anyway, yeah, so that's what I have planned. I don't think I'm going to change. I know it's not the most creative, but I think I'm just going to stick with what I know. I think I'm just going to do this at least for the shopping part when I go out. Yeah, if I go find anything, obviously I'll let you guys know, but this is what I'm going to be doing. I don't actually, now that I think about it, I might not do the cashmere sweater return today. I might do it tomorrow, because tomorrow I want to go to Selfridges. We have not been to Selfridges. I definitely want to go to Selfridges to check out Gentle Monster, which is the brand where I have these sunglasses from. I have these in pretty much all the colors that they came out with. I love the shape, and I know that they don't make these anymore because so many of you asked that I try to find it for you, and I know for a fact that they no longer make these, but I'm hoping that they have something comparable. So I have to go to Gentle Monster, and I want to check out Chrome Hearts tomorrow. So that's the plan, and I'll let you know how Hyde was. I'm sure it's going to be outstanding because the recommendation came from one of you. So yeah, I'm excited for that, and let me go shopping and bring you guys along. Good morning. Thank you so much.